Mr. Speaker, let me commend our colleague who chairs the Economy Committee, Honorable Dr. Erikafu, Mr. Speaker, for bringing this statement to the fore for all of us to make comments upon. Mr. Speaker, this 5-page document which you read, I've had the opportunity of going through it, and I must admit that it's taking him a great deal of industry to produce this, and I would want to commend him and add my voice to earlier speakers who encouraged other committee leaders to, from time to time, come up with statements regarding their sector. It's good for us as a house to discuss some of these things from time to time. Mr. Speaker, let me set off by way of my comments with a quote from him at the last page of his statement, in the last but one paragraph. Quote, Mr. Speaker, due to the current performance of the economy, the Switzerland government has awarded a grant of $77 million to support the development of a resilient and forward-looking economy of Ghana. Switzerland has pledged its support to Ghana through economy, trade, governance, democracy, peace and security, environment and climate change, as well as sustainable development, end quote. Mr. Speaker, whilst the issue of $77 million grant is a fact, my question is, how did the Swiss government generate this wealth? Through taxes. Can we do the same so that we don't depend on them for said grants? Because even if it's a grant, it's not for free. You still have to pay. So, Mr. Speaker, the world has gotten to a stage where many countries are now looking at supporting their own citizens rather than engaging in external financial support to countries that may depend on them for budgetary support. Mr. Speaker, it is true that certain statistics are showing some positive signs. My concern is how to sustain these positive data that we are seeing. How do we sustain them? Mr. Speaker, one, as a country, we must change our attitude. We have a huge attitudinal deficit. Many of our compatriots, when they benefit from initiatives of governments, they see it as a freebie. In the end, we the political class, we the politicians, who play politics with this, and it becomes a burden on the country, and they go scot-free. The time has come, in my very humble view, for us to ensure a national dialogue, to chart a new path, and begin a new conversation that would help change the attitude of the very people who elect us into this chamber. Mr. Speaker, if, as political leaders, we don't come together to identify the areas of the economy that affect the very foundation of our country, trust me, our democracy may not be there for us to benefit from. The attitude of our own people must change. Mr. Speaker, I am not shy to cite some examples of interventions by government that have gone waste. Let's go back to President Rawlings, Poverty Alleviation Fund. Those who benefited, did they pay? Kufuor came, he continued. Kufuor started Maslock. Professor Mills continued Maslock. President Mahama, chapter 1, continued Maslock. Akufo-Addo continued Maslock. Even introduced the NEIP. How many people benefited and paid? We buy them the tractors. We buy them the aboboya. They take the money. Do we pursue? Because if they don't pay, and because of politics, you also don't pursue because you want them to vote for you again. And there is no positive attitude, Mr. Speaker. This country will stagnate. It won't go anywhere. Look at the energy sector crisis we are facing. I was privileged to have chaired the ECG board for some few months. And Mr. Speaker, if you see the challenge there, government, monies that government would have to use for development, it is using that same money to pay for electricity that people have enjoyed and are refusing to pay. How many companies are paying ECG bills? Even some of their prepaid meters have expired. People consume power because the meter is not reading. I believe that the political leaders of Ghana today must see this as real threat to democracy. Because looking at the trend in global politics, nobody is ready to bring you a tax money to develop your country when you yourself, you can deal with some inefficiencies in your system. So I am saying that if we can sustain the economy with the information we have today, one of the things we should do as a country is to pursue a robust reforms, for instance, in the energy sector, particularly ECG, so that all leakages are addressed. Then people will not push government to say, okay, the only way is to tax the people. Then that becomes also politics. Is that what we want? Mr. Speaker, let us change our attitude on some of these things. Mr. Speaker, Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, until we begin a national dialogue, beginning in this very chamber, that NDC, MPP understand that Galamsey is a threat to our very existence, so that we communicate that with one voice to our people. Mr. Speaker, we will be pretending to be solving the problem. Every election cycle, somebody will say, oh, I will do this to win votes. Soon thereafter, it will come and hunt us. Our side will not be to obstruct government. Our side is ready to constructively critique, but also to sit on the table with the government and say, look, these are national issues. The West Africa sub-region is melting because they took some of these things for granted. Ghana, perhaps, is the only serious democracy standing. But we have these challenges there. Mr. Speaker, if we don't deal with this Galamsey thing, money is getting into the hands of people, people are destroying the environment. In the long run, it is this same economy that it would affect. How do you sustain your economy when some environmental factors are affecting the very economy, and then it is hand to mouth? Mr. Speaker, look at the issue of crop production, food. If I read this story, the statement is talking about some economic gains. But indeed, the poor farmer in Boko, the poor farmer in Hamle, the poor farmer in Jenjazi in Efutu, the poor farmer in Hohoi, are they getting the needed support? Mr. Speaker, it is when we invest in agriculture that we can sustain an economy with. But if you are not investing in these areas, then we are talking about some 6-month successes. Then after, everything comes to square one, and then we go back to IMF begging. Today, the drip machines that are supposed to be, for instance, Mr. Speaker, for our roads. Some people are using it for galamsey, and there is no authority to even reprimand. There's impunity because they come and tell us that I voted for you. I voted for you, so allow me to do whatever. Mr. Speaker, no. Mr. Speaker, what is the strength? What is the authority of the Ghanaian politician? Mr. Speaker, I am happy that government intends to roll out a lot of incentives to support the private sector, including this Akokon Ketenkete thing. But Mr. Speaker, my question is, what support systems have we put in place to ensure that these investments, when they go, they come? That should be the focus of the discussion if we are talking about the economy. If we are talking about economy, Ghanaian politicians, we shouldn't allow things to implode. It may be too quicker than we expect. It can just be one morning, and the very people that we failed to discuss the challenges with will say you have failed. Mr. Speaker, look at the turnout. Look at the turnout in elections. 2024, a whole Greater Accra, where we do a lot of the political activism, 55% turnout. It should tell you that the people are beginning to get fed up. They are getting fed up with us to say that, hey, you guys, what are you doing? We no more can trust you. Look at even the Ablekuma. We were told that 6,000 voters were in the 19 polling stations. If you add the figures that we saw, at least those ones that were officially announced, almost like 2,000. What it means that just around 35% decided to come out and vote with all the noise. So it tells you that even people, our people, the citizens, are losing trust. They don't have confidence in us. And, Mr. Speaker, we must wake up, limit the politicking, limit the partisanship, at least dialogue on critical issues. It's not enough to say the government has done so well. I'm not here to do any partisan politics with this statement.
Leader, thank you very much.
I'll conclude with respect. I am not taking this statement with a partisan eye. I am happy with that courage in bringing it up. But I'm asking that if we don't do all the things that Mr. Speaker have raised, and we don't get a bipartisan support to move our country forward, and we continue in the path we are all seeing with our eyes, Mr. Speaker, how do we sustain the economy and our democracy?
Thank you.
Therefore would conclude by saying that we should use this statement by Dr. Eric Afu. He says it's an honorary doctorate. These days that GTech is all over the place. I don't want GTech. Mr. Speaker, that is, I am quiet from him. He's my friend. So I first asked, bro, is this an honorary? He said, yes, honorary. So, Mr. Speaker, our respected colleague, Dr. Eric Mafu, honorary doctorate. Mr. Speaker, he is the chair of the Economy Committee of Parliament.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I'm being corrected. I like to be corrected. My colleagues behind are saying that if it is honorary, I cannot say doctor. So I should just say Eric Afu. Honorary. No. So how then does he take? No, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I don't want controversy. No, but it's an honorary doctorate. So if it's an honorary doctorate, you can't use the title. Well, honorary doctorate. So I can't say honorary doctorate. No, Mr. Speaker, it is. You see, you've just come from your ministry. You want to come and create problem. No, it is part. It's here. Statement on the highlights of positive trends of the economy of Ghana by Honorable Dr. Ima, please. It's Honorable Dr. Eric. Yeah, so I am saying that our colleague, Honorable Dr. Eric Afo. Well, this has not been amended. I want to rely on the document I have here.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, at least he has set the pace. He has set the pace. Let us move in that direction. I'm happy, Honorable Mahama Yarega, leader of government business, has entered the chamber. Mr. Speaker, he has come at the right time. And I would want to invite him to begin that national dialogue in this very house. He should start it. We will support him. Because, Mr. Speaker, there are security issues that affect our country. There are key areas that if with one voice we educate our people, we talk to them, we rationalize. It's not about NDC, MPP. It's about the system that we are all running. If we come together.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker,
Thank
Ghana would benefit.